I finished this new book or tome. It is a hardcover book with a raised relief of two birds on some branches and some flowers. This one has the curved spine and I don't know what these are called. If somebody knows what these are called, can you put it down there in the comments? But it's got those lovely bits here on the spine. It just enhances everything. Here's the back. And it's got little fluff sticking here. It's got a seam binding closure, some tabs. It's got strings or threads that I didn't clip when I sewed in the pages or when I sewed certain pockets and that kind of stuff. So if you don't like the little threads, you can always clip them off. But yeah, so here she is. I'm not sure what her name should be. I don't know. I just think she's gorgeous. So maybe her name's Gorgeous. I don't know. But so let's look inside. All right. So you just open it up. Untie. What do I, oh, okay, here we go. It's just a simple tie. I just make it difficult. So here is the inside. This cover, or the inside cover, is so beautiful. I did not want to put anything here, a pocket or anything, because I just didn't want it to cover up this gorgeous inside. I just think it needs to be there. And of course it's Tim Hotlz. We have some lace trim, and we got some ephemera. Nice big tag. Isn't that gorgeous? Uh-oh, Gorgeous. So I keep saying Gorgeous. So maybe her name is Gorgeous. And here we go. Let me sit down. I was standing up. Hopefully this will stay in frame. But here we have, and it opens up nice and flat, so you can open it up and write, do all kinds of stuff. So anyway, here's a pocket with a little fabric and a stamp, a little vintage stamp, and some little kids, so cute. And on this side I have a little envelope with a letter. Isn't that so adorable? Okay, so I'm saying gorgeous and adorable and cute. Okay, I need to stop. So anyway, this is a vintage letter. So it goes there. We got the ledger paper. We have Edith Holden. Is that right? I always forget. Edith Holden, my goodness. Edith Holden book pages. They are just awesome. Here's a nice pocket. It's a printout of a vintage photo, and I just kind of roughed up the edges to make it look like it's been torn, and I put a little tag here, and it's of these ladies buying flowers, and then here's some ephemera, and I just made it into a nice journaling spot here. Book pages, music page. Here's a nice tuck spot with another bit of ephemera. Postcard. Some stamping. We have some fabric. Here's some music page. A little bit of stamping. The other side of the Edith Holden book page. Ledger. A nice big pocket. It's been sewn with some fabric. and it's got a nice big tag here and then another vintage photo. So that is fits there, a tag or tab. Here's some fabric on the side. A nice vintage photograph of, I think these are marigolds. Oh, no, wait. These are okay, I guess they are marigolds. Okay, and I put it with this clip. It's like a leaf clip, paper clip, and then this has been backed, so you can journal on the back, but I just thought these clips were so cute. Here's a children's book page, some graph paper. Here's another pocket, a vintage photo made into a pocket, and I made this cute little tag of some bluebirds and some fabric. It's got one of these Tim Holtz clips right here. Vintage sheet music, or music sheet, I guess, however that's called. Did a little cutout here on the edges, a little edge punch. Here's another vintage envelope that I've printed out and then just backed up with some paper. Another large pocket with some seam binding sewn, and we got a nice big tag here and another envelope. Some more fabric, nice big pocket here with a tag, and graph paper, another Edith Holden book page, so pretty. This is actually a cutout of a book from Scotland that I purchased. This book, I believe, is like 30 years old, so I just cut it out and then I backed it so you could journal on the back of it. Tea-stained paper. Here is this. I just love this. I think this is almost my last page of a book that I purchased, and it has all these beautiful prints on it, and so I like this one, so I put this one in the middle of the signature. Lots of space for journaling, nice thick paper. It's different pound paper. It's not just the regular paper. I kind of mixed it up. So this one is, and then this one is the thicker page. Edith Holden, some graph paper. Here's a nice big pocket that's been sewn around with some fabric, some more cardstock here. Here's some more fabric and a vintage photograph printed out. And I think this one says it's the plaza in the city of Mexico. So I was like, okay, Mexico, and then look, some cacti, you know. I mean, I don't know if it relates to it, but, you know, it's just a little link here and there. Here is the next signature. I made this. This is a cutout also of a vintage book, and this is a pocket, so there is a little poem in here, so this slips in here. And then there's more room for journaling. So I thought that was cute. It just clips on here. Another Edith Holden book page, just so pretty. This one's August. Ledger paper. Here's a nice big pocket with a little fabric and a little collage with a stamp. And here is another vintage envelope that I just kind of put on here. I sewed it and made it a nice little journaling spot. Here's some more vintage music pages. Here's a nice photograph that I just clipped on here. Here's a book page. I think this one also is from a vintage, it is a vintage book. I did tea stain it because the pages were still, they weren't as dark as I wanted them to be. But this book also is about 35 years old. So here we go. Here's a little birdie stamp. It says, "A little birdie told me." Ledger paper. The other side of that book page, isn't that gorgeous? Here is the next signature. nice tuck spot here with some fabric and a nice big tag. Here's some graph paper, a little birdie stamp, lots of paper. This is kind of like an off, it's pink, but then I tea stained it. Ledger. Okay, sorry about that. The kids are off of school today, so my daughter was saying something. But anyway, here's the middle of the signature. This is part of that music, these music pages that I've been using. Not the ones with the children, like these here. This one is from a different book. But there is this page here. Let me see if I can find the other side of it. Here's this, and trying to find the other side. Here we go. Here's the other side. So this comes from this. This is the cover of it. And this actually is in the crease, and I'm trying to see, but it says it's copyright 19... Goodness, I can't read it. It's so tiny. But anyway, this is super old. I wanted to put it in here because I just thought it was gorgeous. And so yeah, so you could put photos here. I mean, this is just, I just thought it was just pretty. It belongs in here. Some more ledger paper. Here's some stenciling and then a birdie with some fabric up here. Here's a nice big pocket with another little collage of fabric and a vintage stamp. And here's a tag made out of a coffee stained index card and a coffee stained receipt. Here is the other signature with the nice pretty lace trim and another vintage photograph that I backed with some paper so that you could journal on it. Nice big pocket with some trim and a guest check. Here's some more paper. Here is ledger. Here's another vintage photograph. It's dated 1955, so it's a printout of it, of course. And I've backed it up and just clipped it up here. Nice big pocket, a bag. Nice pocket with a nice big tag and seam binding, and the back of the book with an altered library card. It fits in here. This has been sewn on, and then I've attached this to the back. So there she is. So this has 6 signatures. I'm thinking I'm in frame. Oh, and it has this little cheesecloth here to make it look nice and old and vintage. It's got it on the bottom, all these threads hanging. 6 signatures, and trying to think how many pages. Again, I'll post it in the comments, and then I'll make a little annotation on the screen. But I know it has almost 200 pages, I think, front and back, maybe 190. I'll have to count, and like I said, I'll post it. But anyway, this beauty will go in my Etsy shop. She's big. So 6, I don't know, 8 3/4, almost 9 by about 6. So there she is. If you have any questions for me, just send me a message, let me know, and I would be happy to answer any questions that you might have. And I guess that's it. I ran out of things to say. It's so hard to, I don't know, to talk on screen. I start babbling, and then I just feel like I'm not even making sense. But anyway, here she is, the cover. It's just, oh, I just love this cover. It's fabric, like I said, with that raised bird relief, the curved spine. I just can't get over it. And it's, I just think she definitely is gorgeous. I just love it. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.